Raise your hand if you have submitted your letter of intent and you feel like you're trying to sneak past the gatekeeper. Come on, don't be shy. I don't care if you're driving, just doesn't matter if the guy next to you is watching. We have all been there, okay? And there is nothing worse than working on a letter for weeks, making sure that it's concise, making sure that it's solid, it looks good, it sounds good. This is it. We're getting in this year. And then you hear crickets. Or if you're lucky, you hear, hey, no, we decided not to go with your proposal, which gives you an opportunity to find out why. But if you heard nothing, then there is nothing more frustrating than that. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the number one reason why your LOI isn't getting past Gary the Gatekeeper. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Welcome to Nothing for Granted, a space for aspiring grant writers who are tired of feeling undervalued, underpaid, and overworked by your understaffed nonprofit. Hi, my name is Eliana, grant writer, grants consultant, and freelance coach for Christian entrepreneurs. I live for long-distance cycling rides, iced chai lattes, and outdoor adventures with my 4 little beasts. I teach you grant writing strategies and freelance tactics that set you apart when launching and scaling your Holy Spirit-led business. I too was paralyzed by those questions. So paralyzed, in fact, that I launched my business twice, thinking maybe I should take another training because, underqualification. Well, 5 certifications on my wall later. But what if I told you that with a little basic knowledge and next to no experience, you too could launch a successful and sustainable freelance grant consulting business while pursuing that degree, raising littles, and maybe getting a tan on the beach? Permission granted to stop feeling guilty over leaving behind that organization that has you stagnant and to confidently and boldly step into the most elevated version of who you were created to be. You're here for encouragement, accountability, and a slight tough love kick in the butt. No goals, just standards. Lace up your combat boots, tighten up that ponytail. Girl, it's time to get to work.
All right, Visionary, thank you so much for being here today. Your presence is, of course, highly valued. If you haven't already left a review in Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever it is you are listening from, please do me that huge favor. If this is blessing you at any capacity, I would love it if you would take just 2 seconds to leave a review stating how this has blessed you so that we can continue reaching audiences across the globe, and that would just help me immensely. Thank you so much for doing that, and let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with your LOI. So here is the thing. I know you love your organization. You love the work that you do. You guys are just the bee's knees. I know. You guys are it. Like, you're all that in a bag of chips. However, no one cares. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know why I said that. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how awesome you are. You know what does matter is what problem are you solving? Okay, that is what matters. What problem are you solving? All funders want to know is what is the need? What is the gap that you are standing in? What is the number one issue that your target client is having that is preventing them from living out their best life? Okay, that is what you need to talk about. The need. I think oftentimes we get so caught up in the methodology of our organization and our credentials and how awesome we are and how many people we've helped and all the things that are great. They're great. But they mean nothing to the funder. They don't care. What they care about is my money going towards an audience that truly needs it? Is there going to be an actual impact in this community if I give my $10,000 to this organization? That's all they care about. So you could possibly not be getting your LOI approved because you're not emphasizing enough the need that you are meeting. I will tell you what, this is why it is so important for you to have somebody who can review your work, because they will usually tell you like, hey, this was great and your organization is great, but I'm not really getting what the problem that you're solving is. I'm not really getting why your organization is needed. Okay, so you got to talk about what problem are you solving. You have to talk about what is the issue that your population is facing on a daily basis that is making their life impossible. Okay, what is the worst case scenario if your organization doesn't step in to help? Okay, I honestly always think of worst case scenarios as I'm building my need statement. What is the worst case scenario? I made this example recently of hunger. If we do not feed, I don't know, homeless teens, for example, if we do not feed, or not even homeless, but if we do not feed teens in this district, they will end up in human trafficking, prostitution. They will end up selling drugs and thieves. Oh, well, that's a bit excessive. Is it though? Hasn't statistics shown us that where there's scarcity, there is worst case scenarios? There are risky behaviors. Haven't the statistics shown us that where there is scarcity, there is no rationale? So are we really that far off? No. You need to stop talking about all the great things that your organization does or will do and focus on what is the need that you are helping meet. And then once you make that statement, then what you're doing is you're creating a sense of urgency with your proposal, and you're emphasizing why your program and project is needed right now and why they need to jump on this bandwagon right now. Not next year, not the next funding cycle. Right now. This is needed right now. If we don't fix this, our girls are going into prostitution because you didn't want to donate $10,000. Come on, partner with us. It's that serious. And so that is what I have seen through my reviewer, as she has told me. That is the number one reason why people don't get their LOI approved, is because they talk so much about them, that they forget about the target. They forget about the need. And so you need to take it back to basics, guys. Really review your LOI and determine, okay, what is going on? Why am I not getting this? And if you are one of the lucky few where the funder has reached out to you and said, hey, I'm sorry, we're not going to go with your proposal this year, say, hey, can we get something on the schedule to talk about why not? I would love to discuss with you what we can do better the next funding cycle so that we're better prepared. All right, Visionary, I know that today's episode was short. It was sweet. It was a little cutthroat, but it is going to be helpful for you as you continue to write your LOIs throughout the year. Be sure to save today's episode so that you don't miss out. And if you're on Instagram, then go ahead and save that post. All right, I will catch you on Friday's episode, and have a great rest of your day. Many blessings on you.